Hello, everyone, and welcome to Telione Season 2, Episode 42. In the last episode, we concluded around the arena fight, looting what was to be found, getting several potions and other magical items from within, named a giant earth elemental, or gargantuan, if you want to use D&D terms, earth elemental, Rocky. Creative as always, everyone. Decided to start heading towards the west in search of the lightning sandstorm that they had heard about from the journal they found in the tower in the desert. On their way there, it seemed as though the three stars in the sky were making thin lines to each other, and as soon as the sun hit the center, an entire blackout of the known world seemed to occur, with several forms landing in front of the party. Need to turn off notifications. There we go. And for the first time, we got to see the Tansien family. All six of them. The parents and then four children. Godus was the only one to talk, basically thanking the party for everything that they've done. That night, you guys got word from General Aubrey Masterflower that something was happening in the capital of Carleone. During that same night, Enos got information from a figure, still no name associated to that figure, that Coalfield is also being attacked. This led the party to decide to head up to Carleone, where we ended just outside the gates after several days of travel. So ahead of you, you see impossibly large walls. 70, 100 feet tall, potentially. Wide buttress gates are sitting in front of you. You see a couple figures kind of just lining the outskirts of these gates in these little tiny huts at the bottom. Looking around, it's quiet. You don't really notice any people or things walking along the tops of this giant wall. Quiet, there's no smoke, no screams, no burning. You're about 300 feet away from the wall at this point. So what you guys doing?
Can I say last night I tuned to the Head of Disguise?
Yeah, that's fine. You would have had several days to attune.
Cool, thank you.
I am gonna go ahead and just ready my crossbow for any bad things, just to have it out and ready. Um, just, you know, I don't have a good feeling about this, you guys.
DM, what kind of walls are these? Like, can we see through the wall, or is it like
No,
brick?
they are solid stone.
Okay. Then I kind of just look at the rest of the party. I think I should. You wouldn't mind if I took a look, right? And I use one wild shape, to cast Find Familiar into a sparrow, to fly over the wall to see if I see anything. I kind of just latch on to the closest person, if anything, because I'm blind while
if I'm blind and deaf, you can just feel.
Okay. So what do I see? Yeah.
At a base value, you can roll a perception check. They would have advantage and a +1.
Okay.
Because they have keen eyes.
Cool.
At base value, what you can kind of see is the main kind of like mountainous area towards the center, which holds the giant castle at the very peak of it. That seems to be the place with the most amount of damage. The rest of the city, there's maybe a couple broken down buildings, but overall, it seems the most amount of damage was at the main castle.
Okay. The perception. That is an 18.
Okay. You, through your sparrow, you can see that there's a decent amount of people moving around. At a closer look, almost every single one of them has their head down, just like facing downwards. Another thing that I always forget to mention about this city is there's a perpetual like cloud up above it. So it's constantly gloomy and somewhat darker here.
Okay. After Sparrow comes back, or where the spell fades, I kind of just relay this information. People are here. They look very somber, and everyone's trying to keep a low profile. A lot of heads down. The castle's completely damaged, and so with some of the mountains.
When you say their heads are down, do you mean that they all just look sad, or like it's like a uniform heads down walking?
So what you kind of saw was like head down, they're just like constantly checking to either side of them as if they're like skittish and something like that. You guys would know this feeling because you've also had that feeling of consistently being watched from whatever's happening from this Tansien stuff. So you're assuming that a lot of these people that are walking around have that same just never-ending feeling of being watched.
Gotcha. Okay. What do I have?
Yeah, you're still a great distance away. You could just go around if you so wanted to.
Well, I mean, we could at least investigate. Oh, what was that?
Sorry, I had cat hair on my keyboard and I was trying to blow it off.
No, you're fine. I was like looking at my character sheet. It sounded like someone just like put the mic up to their throat as they took like a drink of water.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was really funny.
I was like, well, who would do that?
I would, because I'm
ASMR.
chugging water right now.
I say that, and probably all of us would do that, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we should at least investigate, guys. I think this is at least worthy of looking into. We have no other leads, and we could find something here.
Yeah, because you guys are approaching from the southern gate at the moment. The gate probably stands about 30 feet tall, and it's that like metal crisscrossed giant buttress type style gate, but it is up like halfway at the moment.
And we talked about going to the library too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if we go into the city, we need to try to keep as low a profile as possible, considering everyone in the world probably knows who we are now, or at least can assume who we are.
Yeah, I can cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
Yeah.
To help us move around.
I can
More
turn off my
silently.
fire to make myself less noticeable.
That would be nice.
We've got the Hat of Disguise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Val,
can do
nothing
that.
else.
We're far away,
You're like 300 or so feet away.
but the guards aren't really looking
I
our
kind of-
direction yet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, you can just see that there's people there. You can't really ascertain anything about them.
Okay, I am going to, I guess, use Disguise Self from the Hat of Disguise,
What do you look like?
and I am going to.
RuPaul.
You can only change.
I was going to say a tall
Yes,
rascal.
right. No. So I'm going to shrink about a foot to be 6 feet exactly. A little less bulky than I am. Still human. My hair turns from blonde to like a very, very dark, like black color. And then it goes up into a ponytail, like a really long ponytail down to like my waist. And then skin only slightly darker, more like a tan. color, and I'm wearing now like monk-like clothing.
Rocking a toga. Perfect.
Yeah. And I'll say to everyone, just call me George.
I don't want to do this name game again, but I guess it's time. Got my
No, see,
pencil
here's the
ready.
thing. It's like I was ready for like a
A
really
monk
cool
name.
Yeah. George.
Brother George to you.
Oh, sincerest apologies.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, you can start approaching. Two people give me perception checks.
I will roll one.
I will roll the other.
Go ahead.
Dirty 20.
Perfect.
That is a 11.
Okay. Dirty 20. Getting closer, Raskus, you recognize the armor of these people that seem to be stationed outside of the walls. You've seen them twice. Once a long time ago, and once about a month and a half ago in Winstead. You recognize this armor type to be the Calder family type armor for their army. The interesting part about it is as you guys are getting closer, they haven't budged an inch.
Is there any kind of like wounds on them or anything? Like, do they seem like there's like a gash anywhere?
Getting a little bit closer, keeping the perception check, you can see that there's pretty large like slices and stuff in the armor. The thing you notice more that's peculiar is the fact that their pockets are inverted, as if someone went through them.
Damn.
And you also notice that their heads are kind of just like cocked to the side in a frozen way. Whatever this is not moving.
Are we all approaching, or is it just me?
It's all of you.
Okay.
Because like you recall from Winstead that they were undead. They were skeleton men inside the armor.
That's right. How can I determine how long these bodies have been here? Just out of curiosity.
You'd probably have to get a lot closer with the survival check to be able to ascertain how long they haven't been moving for.
Okay. I'm gonna let the party know. Looks like these bodies have been looted and killed. I'm gonna try to get a closer look.
They are standing vertical. They are standing like you would assume they would have weapons somewhere, but they look like they were at attention at some point.
Just maybe we should have ready up just in case if we get close, they reanimate or something. These could potentially be zombie guards.
I guess as we get closer, I'll switch to my sword instead, because the crossbow's not going to do very well if we're at close range.
Can I like ready a spell?
If you theoretically ready a spell, then after 6 seconds it will waste the spell slot. But you can give me the idea of what you're kind of doing.
I was just kind of getting ready, like as I'm kind of approaching, having like inflict wounds ready just in case they like attack me. So I guess I'll be ready to cast it, but like I'm not currently casting, if that makes sense.
You just like start readying the energy.
Yeah. And I'll get closer.
Yeah, you get 50 feet away, no movement. 30 feet, no movement. You're right up on them. They still have not moved.
There you go.
You can see the Calder crest on their breastplate. You can't see what's underneath this armor because it's so very well covered. All you notice is there's no weapons. It seems like whatever was in their pockets was taken. And you can see the little guard stations behind them. Windows shattered. Seems like they've been looted.
Do you think that the king was like the one controlling them? And if the king is dead, are they out of commission?
I mean, it could be. I don't know. We're kind of doing
If anyone
'Cause
is
we know the king
trained
is
in
dead, right?
religion or arcana, you could roll on that.
That's funny for me.
Yeah.
though.
I'll hit up Arcana.
Or history, actually. Any of the three. Any of the three will work.
Oh, okay,
Also
cool.
funny for me.
Deo. I only have history out of those three.
Religion on that one.
How the fuck did that happen? Whatever, anyway.
16 on Arcana.
Okay.
Oh, 8 on Arcana.
15 for religion.
Okay.
Not true.
Yeah, so 15, 16. It would be pretty difficult for one person to be able to have the magical energy to control these two from a distance. You've seen two others all the way in Winstead a week and a half's travel away, if not more. So it's definitely much more than one man being
Can I
able
do-
to control that.
Medicine check on them potentially to see why they're not responding.
Sure. If you want to like take off pieces of the armor to be able to actually look at them.
Yeah, I get. Are they wearing helmets currently?
Yes, they are full body covered in armor.
I guess I'm gonna reach to try to lift off the helmet to
Okay.
see, like, look at their face and then do a medicine check. That's a 7.
So you start to pull the helmet off and you can feel like the natural resistance. They seem to have some kind of cloth covering over their skeletal forms that is also like inlaid attached to this armor. If you want to cut the cloth, you can. It's not resistant. It's not magical by any means.
Yeah, I'll cut it with my dagger really carefully to cut it away.
So you just kind of cut around the neck and you're able to take the helmet off. And you see a mostly full skull. A good section of his right eye seems to be kind of fractured and cracked in places. Many of the teeth are obviously missing. And in the center of the forehead, you see a religious symbol.
Do I recognize this religious symbol?
Anyone can give me a religion check.
13.
Sure.
Come on, baby, come
Well,
on.
you know, so you have walked through here before, so you do have a chance.
Okay.
18.
Okay.
Not with a 2. Wait, nope. No, that's a 1.
2 minus. Raskus, you're a religious guy. This is the symbol of Merkul, the god of death.
Oh.
One of the gods of death.
How do you spell that?
Myrkul.
Okay, because I was about to just put
Merkul,
MERs.
actually, hold on. I have it here somewhere. Myrkul. I was right.
Okay.
But you do recognize it to be a symbol of Merkul.
It's like etched onto their foreheads.
Yeah. And you kind of get the idea that that's where the magical energy was stored. And you don't feel any magic essence coming from that location anymore.
So, okay. Okay.
But the gates are wide open. You can see a couple people kind of walking around, like just approaching the city. This is a gargantuan city. So to see like 5 to 10 people walking around at any given time, just in your periphery that you have at the moment, is just bizarre. It is getting close to nighttime. It's approaching 7 p.m. at this point.
We need to find somewhere to stay.
Yeah, are there any like buildings nearby that are
There's plenty of
structurally
buildings.
sound? That could like offer cover, I should say, or they're like
Yeah, the city has a lot of main thoroughfares, but most of the city is just running through back like backyards and back roads, so there's easily cover anywhere.
Enos, I think you've got the best chance of finding an inn for us to stay at, since you're not going to be recognized.
Well, between Enos and Kai, you guys have both stayed here before. You would know of a few locations that you could stay. There are several taverns on either side of the main water inlet of Carleone. There's a rather expensive hotel in the high-end district, which is dead center of the city. And that's kind of it. There's there's about 5 tavern locations on the northern end of the inlet, and there's 2.5 places to stay in area 12, which is the southern side of the inlet where you guys are approaching from. There's the Old Angel, the Perfect Crab, and the Sunken Coral are 3 locations in the Sailor District, section 12.
I mean, I guess it just begs the question, do we want something like really expensive or just like medium? We know how well it went last time with like the super cheap one. It wasn't great.
I mean, is this city up and running right now?
There's nothing really telling you otherwise. You can see you see several smokestacks coming from the houses as if they are functioning, but it just seems like people are afraid to go outside.
Okay. That changes my whole perspective on this. Okay. Would you know which one of those is the higher end of the 3 Enos?
Of those 3, they're all pretty big shitholes. They have their respective reasons to stay there, but all 3 of them aren't great. It's basically, this is a port city. They come in, they get drunk there, they sleep there, they get on the boats, they leave.
You said the really expensive, fancy one is in the middle of the city.
It's in the dead center. It's pretty close to the castle district, District 11, where the main castle is on the mountain that goes up in the center of the city.
We could try and see that one, but it seems like that's where more of the destruction is, so I wouldn't even know if it's still standing.
I like the Sunken Crab.
The Sunken Crab?
Yeah.
You just mixed 2 of them up, but that's fine.
Oh, did I?
Perfect
Yeah, it's
crab,
perfect
and sunken
crab
coral.
and the sunken. Yeah.
Oh, Perfect Crab. My bad. They were coming at me too fast. I got them.
That's fine.
So should we try the perfect crab then?
Yes.
Look
Sure.
around in the morning. All right.
Perfect. Nothing built. Here we go. Cool. Little snippet I got. You make your way. As soon as you enter, you go off towards the east to the right, going through several lower-end houses, 1 story, maybe 200 to 300 square feet total. 1 out of 3 or 4 probably have smoke coming out of the little chimneys in them. You make your way along the coast of this inlet, and you do see a pretty large and obnoxious sign of a crab that's just like holding up a giant mast from a ship coming out of a stone building, like grayish stones. You can see it has a lot of moss on the front of it because it just gets probably a lot of water splashing from the inlet. You do see smokestacks coming out of this building. You can make your way on in. You see it's pretty ramshackle, but it's clean. It's rather clean, all things considered, for the appearance of the city and the outward area. You see several round tables that can sit about 6 people. There's probably 5 or 6 of these tables in here. You see a very long bar going up the right side. And this is just like the front section of the building. The There's a big wall in the center which has an archway that goes into a whole separate room where you would assume that you would be able to stay for the night. All of the tables are empty. And you can hear someone from behind the bar, but at the moment you don't really see anything.
I'll approach the bar. Hello?
You just hear a little bit more rustling coming from a door just behind where the bar is, where you would probably assume the kitchen to be.
Is there a bell anywhere or anything?
By the front door, there's probably like a big ship bell at the front, with a pretty nice rope underneath it with a big old knot at the bottom.
I'll just look at everyone and be like, well, I don't know if you guys want to like change before I call someone, because I guess everyone knows what we look like. I don't know.
I mean, I can put up a cloak and dim the flame, and that's what I got. That's what I have.
Okay.
I don't have anything to disguise myself with.
Is
Can you have that
the
dress?
hair dye still going on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I still have brown hair.
Cool. I can give it up.
I don't know how hair dye works, but the roots might be coming back a little bit at this point.
Probably. Just like bright blonde hair in the middle.
I can cast disguise self on myself.
If you want to.
What is the particular reason for doing this again?
I mean, everyone knows. Yeah. Or at least everyone thinks it was our fault, basically.
Yeah, I'll cast disguise self on myself.
Cool.
Not entirely sure if like broadcasted our face on a screen, but
We
I
go
don't know how the
female
fuck we did it.
Raskus again or something else.
I am Gingerkin episode. This is the Cake and Fiona.
Alright. You all have your respective disguises on. The varying degrees of magic or not magic. You give the bell a ring, and like 10 seconds later, you see someone run out. They have like a giant frying pan over their stomach and a crossbow in their hand, just aiming at you all.
Hello.
hi,
Can I help you?
we're looking for a place to stay the night. We're travelers.
So you're new around here. You haven't
Yeah.
seen that there's no one walking around in the capital?
Yeah, we did. Could you tell us what happened? We were in the desert for a lot of days.
I need a deception check from the. Can you tell me what happened?
Okay.
Yeah, so that was like a global event. Everyone saw
we were
that.
in the desert. Okay,
still
plus
saw
0.
it.
That's great. Oh shit! That's a 19.
Let's go.
So, you don't know the whole fact that aliens from the sky came out of nowhere, blew up the castle, and King Bodrel Coulter's now dead? The leader of the entire continent just got killed by some beautiful woman, apparently.
I'm sorry, your accent makes it so much better. Just it sounds like a conspiracy theory with that accent.
The fuck's a conspiracy? And he shoots you in the leg.
Oh damn. There's a Sasquatch in these.
No.
You just go, "Ow, I've been shot."
Oh.
No, thank you.
But you need somewhere to stay.
Yeah, if you could, this is an inn, right? You guys have rooms.
Yeah, back there. And he like flicks the crossbow. He's just like keeping it locked on you guys at all times.
I don't like this. But I'm like, we should go, guys.
All right.
How'd you reload the crossbow? You have a giant pot in your hands.
It's covering his torso. He has like rope wrapped around it.
Oh, I thought he was like holding it. Interesting. Okay.
It's like his armor, makeshift armor.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah, and like you guys just walk across the area. He just has this crossbow tracked on you the entire time.
Okay,
He looks super paranoid.
that's fair.
But going into this back room, you can see it's kind of like a U shape of rooms on either side. There's probably 9 sets of rooms here. And all of the doors are just open.
Are there any big rooms, or are they all small? Like for
They're fair-sized rooms, and kind of looking in, they're rather nice. There would have been candles on the candelabras if they weren't stolen. It's not bad quality. It just seems rather barren, as if people have just been running amok in the streets stealing everything.
Mm.
They're big enough for all 4 of us.
Yeah, there's plenty for everyone.
You should.
You
I guess
all
we just-
have access to a room. It doesn't have a doorknob, but you have a room.
Let's go.
Oh, there's no one room big enough for all of us.
You could
Like
make
there's
it
one.
work.
Okay.
Could you knock down a wall,
I think that would be really suspicious.
I don't think he'd like that.
I think he's already suspicious. To be perfectly honest with you. Is this place like intact?
It's intact. It seems very well built. There's a
Okay.
lot of like sailing
Alright.
iconography around. A lot of stuff that would have been on walls but are probably missing. You can see where a lot of like the sun staining mist spots on the walls where stuff used to be.
Okay.
But you all can take a long rest.
Suggested that we take watches tonight.
All right, yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I agree. We should take watches.
It's a good choice.
Before any of that, actually, I wanted to speak to the group, the entire group.
Oh, no secret channel this time.
Okay. Honestly, okay. I need to talk to you. I'm not the brightest, obviously, in this group. So maybe you guys can help me put something together. Something's been bothering me the past couple of days. This all started with Dylan, correct?
I
Yes.
think so. That's what the guy said.
That he
Something of-
was originally the one that was cursed, I guess. He just happened to pass it on to us. We were there. Do we know how he got captured by Zazala? Like, what was he doing there?
No.
No. He didn't. If I remember correctly, he didn't say much of anything until he suddenly did. But even that was a little weird.
I don't know. It just seems odd. Did we ever figure out what his letter said?
Oh, I don't remember.
If anything, the letter that we had probably led to the. This is not as close as Brian. I think the letters that we got gave us information about the family and stuff like that that's going on. And then he said the dude's name. It's crazy as Brian. I'm still not going to say his name as if I'm going to get cursed in real life. He told us the name of the dude and then died. So
Let me consult real quick my old notes.
So
If
Dylan?
I remember correctly, as Val, we only got halfway through the note. We didn't actually finish translating it or whatever.
was the second half readable?
Well,
You had I changed her name. I think her name's Starlight. the cleric in Solaris,
Uh-huh.
she cast comprehend languages and struggled to read it.
Yeah, you're right.
So she was giving you as much spotty information as she could.
We should have tried that again.
So what I think we should do is, if we can, if we haven't finished translating it, we could see. We know there's a magic for the mindless shop here, right? That's what the book told us.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they have an item, a potion, something that can help us understand what it says in this book, and not a random in this letter. Sorry, I don't know what it said. Book, and help us finish translating. Maybe there's something in there that could help us understand.
There might be something in there, but
Wait, I
have to be-
forgot what we were talking about.
No, the letter. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, the Dellen's final letter before evaporating.
The one that we tried to have the lady read in the Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what
I feel like, yeah, we need to know what's in it, but also we have to be aware that if we read it and translate it, there's a good chance something else might happen.
I can do
Well, I
it.
mean, we're already.
Wait, what?
I can try. I'm the most cursed, I think, out of all of us, and if something happens, I'd rather it be me, since who knows what's gonna happen. You guys saw how I froze up around them. I'm already a liability as it is, and if something were to happen, I'd hate for you guys to become more cursed, and who knows, maybe I might be able to read it now. Or I can try to figure out a way to read it. But it's worth a shot.
You do all recall the mental and physical toll it took on her, Starlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I remember she started bleeding and like seizing up.
She also had a lot of memory loss.
Yeah.
We
you said, you
didn't understand the language it was in, correct?
Correct. I think you determined it was Githyanki because he was a Gith. But
Mhm.
that is an extremely rare language. Since they are not from this realm.
If we go to the Magic for the Mindless shop, we can look for something that'll allow us to comprehend a language. I don't know any kind of spell to that level yet, but we can see if there's a magic item that'll let us do it.
Yeah, like, you all are magical casters, except Enos. You would know that spell scrolls exist. You can buy a spell scroll for a one-time use. What level is comprehend language? I believe it's first. It is, okay.
Well,
but to that note, I don't know if it should be you, Eleonora. If you, like you said, you're the one you froze up around them, in a sense. I don't think we should make it worse. We don't know what could happen.
Yeah, but I'd hate for it to get worse for you guys and then all of us freeze up around them.
You saw what happened to Dylan.
I know.
We don't know how far along or how much of this you have. I'd rather not risk that.
Are you not wanting to risk it because you're being selfish?
How am
knew
I
going
being
into this that we
selfish?
Sacrifices Enos.
How am
If
I
we
being
can figure out-
selfish when I don't want you to die? How's that being selfish?
I'm just gonna look at Enos and Raskus, or Kai and Raskus, and just shake my head. We have to figure out what this letter says. This could be the difference between us losing our world or not losing it.
Maybe this is a possibility, but not the only one.
I agree with Raskus. How about if we find another option at the bookstore, not the bookstore, Magic for the Mindless,
The
then
bookstore.
the bookstore. Woo! Anyway, for Magic the Mindless, then if it has to come down to it, but let's not bank on it. Deal?
If it has to happen, I want to be the one that does it. Deal?
I feel like we can't stop you.
You're right.
So, as much as I want to stop you, and probably tie you up in roots so you couldn't read it.
Ian, do we know who has the letter?
Fuck if I know. That's not a me issue. I think it was either Raskus or Eleonora. That would have been my guess.
Yeah, because I know they're the one that went. They're the ones that went. Cool. All right. Just making sure.
Great.
Or we could make a really big issue and say that Starlight still has it.
Ain't no, that letter was way too important that we just left it with her. Ain't no way.
I do believe that. I do think that one of us has it. I just don't know who.
Oh, I can solve that answer right now.
Always.
You're a D4,
Eleonora has it.
I was gonna say
Damn it.
I'm the group keeper
Book
of
nerd.
everything.
Group
Yeah.
bookworm.
All right.
So let's take watches tonight. We can go first thing in the morning.
Before we do that, I might have some business to attend to in this city. I had a friend from when I was younger. I might have mentioned it before, the night that I got first in contact with Glitter Gold. My friend Felkus was either killed or kidnapped by some of the guards, and I've gotten some information from previous cities that if he were still alive, he'd be here. So if y'all want to come, you can, but I'll probably be doing that tomorrow.
If you
Guess
want to
I'll
go,
with you.
oh, okay. I was gonna say I could go with you too, because I probably need to find my dad at some point. If he didn't get caught in the, yeah.
Crossfire.
I've got your back, Raskus, too.
Huh?
I've got your back too, Raskus.
Oh, thank you. Cool.
So
That's
who's
all.
Can I
taking first?
insight? I was going to say, can I insight check Raskus?
Sure. And then Raskus, give me a deception or persuasion. Don't tell us what it is, but give us the number.
Okay, I'm actually good at insight. Okay. I don't trust that die. I'll trust this one. Okay.
Do I
I
tell the
rolled-
number first?
We'll do yours second.
Okay.
17.
Mhm.
12.
Okay. Is Raskus telling the truth?
I guess not even what I'm trying to insight is there something else that he's not saying in this moment? Like, is there something that he's withholding in this moment? I guess is what I'm trying to insight.
So, you lying? Are you withholding information from good old Kai over here? Your best bud, Kai?
The story is true. I am, in fact, missing a friend named Felkus that was taken. Would Kai be able to pick up on like my expressions in this role? Is that included? Raskus definitely looks a bit sad.
Okay.
When he says this, kind of with everybody willing to join, he's kind of spacing out. But that's it.
Okay.
So who's taking first watch?
I'll take it.
I'll do it too.
Cool.
Me and Kai will take second, I guess.
Yeah. So, what are you all looking for? You staying in the room?
I kind
Yeah.
of go on the roof and just observe the city if I can.
Okay. Enos?
I'll stay in the room for the most part. Just make sure that there's no one like comes in and tries to loot our stuff.
Okay. Nora, you make your way out, go around one of like the sides of the building. Has a big old like ship net down the side of it. It's super easy to climb up to the roof. You make your way up there and you look up, and the clouds that are usually covering the city seem to disperse at night so that you can still see the beautiful night sky. Give me perception checks from both of you now.
12.
That's a 15.
Okay. 15, looking around. You see a couple groups of people moving a little bit quickly. Seems like they're going on their looting missions or something along those lines. Looking out into the city, you see hundreds of houses. Some of them, very few, have smokestacks coming out of them. Several of those houses have lights on. A lot of them don't. Other than that, there's a few ships that are docked at the moment. It's quiet. Feel the wind. You can see the sky. It's a very calming time. Enos, it's not much really happening in the room. Pretty boring. Just watching the other two sleep. You don't really hear any sounds. Every so often you might hear like a pot or pan fall. But nothing of interest really inside the building. Easily
Probably in the last hour, I joined Eleanor up on the roof.
Cute.
And then I don't know. I guess sit down, looking out into the city. We need to talk.
About what?
Spoke with Kai the other day. He has a point. Right now, this is a lot that we're dealing with, and we need to trust each other. And I feel like you don't trust me, or at least you're not guarded more than usual around me. I know why, but if we're going to get through this, if we're going to survive, we need to figure something out.
I just need you to tell me the truth, Enos. That's all I need you to do. If I didn't trust you, I wouldn't have taken those hits for you. You know I would die for you. But I need to know what's going on. Okay? I wish you would just tell me.
Tell you. What do you want to know?
What happened? Why were you able to get rid of the mask? What kind of deal did you make?
A life for a life is what he said. He calls on me when he needs me. If he needs me. To do whatever he asks. In return, you don't get hurt. He can't order me to hurt you. He can't force me to hurt you. And
In the
he
vision,
keeps you out of this.
I saw a man in a mask come out of the pond and stab me. And you were there wearing a mask too. And I don't know what the vision means. It could be real, it could just be a metaphor for something, but it means something. There's a reason I saw that. And I don't like that you're involved in this. I don't like that he could make you do something that you'll regret. Even if I'm not involved. I know you wanted to protect me, but you're someone else's pawn now.
I understand. And we'll figure it out. I know we'll find some sort of way to deal with this. But at the time, there was no other choice.
You need to stop making dumb decisions to try to protect me. I can take care of myself.
I had no other choice. He was already in my head. I never put the mask on. I hardly even touched it, and I tried getting rid of it, but he was somehow already in my head.
Sorry, Brian's reaction's bad.
Don't mind me. I'm just caught in the bullshit. Sorry.
I know you were just trying to figure a way out of the situation. I just wish you would talk to me first. I know it wasn't your fault that that mask ended up with you, but you didn't tell me until I found out about it. Okay? And I know I've been keeping secrets from you and not trusting you. And I'm sorry. I'm trying. I'm trying to trust you. I'm trying to trust everyone else. But it's hard. It's really hard. We'll figure this out. I just need time because I can't forgive you right now.
I understand. I wanted to tell you guys, but I guess I was worried. Worried about how you'd react more than anything.
For good reason. But you're right, we have other stuff on our plate. I still have to worry about Sazala finding me. Or maybe he'll give me an answer as to why he had Dylan. But I don't know. I won't do anything stupid. But I will do what we need to find the answers. Deal? And then I'm just gonna climb down to go wake up Raskus and Kai for second watch.
Tomfoolery. Shenanigans. Brian, you're muted.
Probably because
I can hear him in the other room.
I had to mute myself because I just are the only words, to be honest. Anyway.
Hey, we're working on character development here.
Yes, the fuck you are.
How am I muted?
There you go.
I love when we have the one-on-one moments. I'm like, that lore happened. Yeah, that happened. That too happened. Why did I do that? Crazy. Cookie times.
Monty's over there like...
Yeah, I'm just like, all of that is correct. Why did I do that? Who let me do this? So we go to the second watch for Kai and Raskus.
Shenanigans, dog. Anyway.
Well, Kai and Raskus, you guys going to just stay in the room? You going to move around? Explore the city?
Definitely not that last one.
I thought about it.
Mhm.
No, I won't lie.
It'll be
But
fun cookie times.
no, I'll get folded if I go by myself.
You're a toddler. You're fine.
Yeah, that's right. I'll just disguise
They
myself.
wouldn't punch a
Toddler.
child.
They would abduct me. I'd get kidnapped.
You wouldn't hit a child with
Yeah.
glasses.
Yeah.
Hit the child with glass. But yeah, Kai would just kind of just survey just like any noises that were happening inside the perfect crab.
Okay.
Do a little patrol type situation.
Is there like a window or anything?
Yeah, there's like a porthole round window in the room. It's probably
Yeah.
3 feet by 3 feet.
I'll Can I like climb onto the porthole and like sit like?
Sure, I'll allow it.
Yeah. I just I'm like kind of looking out the window, seeing if like what do I see outside the window? Anything like
First
generic?
glance, it's probably like 15 or so feet away from the next building. You can see kind of the alleyways between these several buildings. You do see a man just sitting there. You can't tell if he's awake, asleep, hungover, just kind of laying there against the building across the street.
I'll kind of keep an eye on the street, but like definitely eyeball the guy most of the time. But occasionally I'll like look around, make sure no one's like approaching her room from the outside or along a rooftop.
Okay.
Bullshittery.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Okay.
Derivative.
Multiplication.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. I ate this time. I did good.
As they're doing this, because I figured this is gonna tie into it, I will take a point of exhaustion for this if I have to, but I'm going to steal that letter. I'm gonna
Can
try
I-
as quietly as I can and wait until she falls asleep and take the letter.
You wouldn't suffer a point of exhaustion for that.
Would either of us clock her Enos taking the letter?
Would he even remember? Oh, I guess I would have told him that I had the letter still.
It's based off of your perception checks right now.
I rolled
You guys are going to be
very
doing
well.
2 perception checks now
Okay.
versus
so-
Enos's sleight of hand check.
Can I still
So-
do a perception check?
It's based off your passive perception of 11.
Fuck, because I'm asleep.
This whole time. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Mine's an 11.
Yep.
This whole time while I'm looking out the window, by the way, I'm just kind of like circling, just like along the glass, like
Mhm.
condensation. But my first perception was a total of 8.
Good.
That's what
18
that
plus 7.
I had a +4.
So what's 25?
Yeah, I have a funny feeling you're going to see Enos trying to take this letter.
He thinks he's stealthy as he just lumbers out of the bed, creaking.
The only thing I
floorboards
want,
and everything.
look, as long as I beat an 11, and I did, I got a 14.
I fucking hate you. I am
As-
concussed. Don't do this to me.
As Enos
We need to
is
trust
kind
each
of-
other. I agree.
As Enos is going, I kind of just, for a second, as I'm like doing my patrols, I just make eye contact with him, like to make him know that I see him, and I just keep going.
Damn.
I hate all of you. I hate
You made your choice. You made your choice. You made
I didn't see it. You can't be mad at me. I
Yeah,
didn't see
Raskus
it.
is too
Bros
busy
got each
drawing
other.
in the condensation and going
Got each other.
on the window. He's making art. He's having a blast over in the window.
Picasso, I like it.
I like it, Picasso.
What's that?
I like it,
Picasso.
Picasso.
I like it.
I like it.
So that was just to notice Enos doing that. So Raskus and Kai, you now actually have another perception check for your actual watch.
It'd
Oh,
be crazy if I get a 1 on this because I slept.
10.
You deserve it.
I deserve it. Still not bad. A 15.
Okay. If you rolled a 1, it would have been, I see you, trips over table, knocks out, goes to sleep.
Yeah.
15 patrolling around the building. You don't really hear that much. When it gets closer to the early morning, you start to hear footsteps again, but you assume it to be the owner of the shop because you hear pots and pans moving around once more. Raskus with a 10, you just keep your eye on that guy. He's there most of the night. There's a good, 5 minutes where you start dozing off and you wake up and he's gone. But other than that, you do, Raskus, see that there are people stealthing around, behind the buildings, but they don't seem to be approaching this one.
Okay.
It's in the alleyways, there's just small groups of people. You can't really ascertain what race, what age or gender of them at all.
Gotcha.
Because you keep fogging up the window with your breath.
I like to draw.
This will go right next to the penis.
Ugh. And right next to this penis, another penis.
It's a menagerie of peni. But you all get your long rest.
Behold my menagerie.
Enos now has Dellen's letter. And the day is yours.
So, do you
I'm
want
so
to?
pissed. I'm so pissed.
I just wanted to say that watch, at least for Raskus, was very awkward. The whole time.
Interesting.
We're just kind of sitting in silence and just kind of staring off.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, other things happened. I was gonna eventually go down and talk to you, but other things happened, and I just was. My mind was elsewhere. I am so sorry.
No, it's fine.
I'll ask you about it probably on the walk or on our way there.
Yeah, as you guys are starting to stir awake and everything, you hear a knock at the door.
Who is it?
Who the hell do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know.
It's
I'll
Okay.
ask more.
We're
not expecting anybody.
I'm
We're
assuming
indecent.
if you stayed the night, you at least want something to eat in the morning.
that'd be nice.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah,
Cool.
please.
Much appreciated.
Crab
Did we ever
cakes
get
coming
you-
right up. Nope, you didn't
Did we ever get-
ask. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Alright.
You just don't want to give us a name.
I didn't have a voice, so I chose one of the 3 I know how to do. A little while later, you hear another knock on the door.
Yes, Jonathan?
That's not my name. Your crab cakes are
well.
outside the door if you want them.
Thank you. I'll figure it out eventually.
I'm gonna put on the exact same disguise as last night.
Good idea.
I had a disguise.
Oh.
Yeah, if you ever open up the door, he's nowhere around, and you see a very large platter with these probably pancake-sized crab cakes.
Oh my god.
It's probably not the best breakfast, but okay.
I don't know how seafood works. I hate seafood, so I'm just throwing it at you.
No, I'm sure they're the crab cakes are delicious. I'm just saying,
They are.
I imagine in waking up and eating fish is the first thing. I feel like it's probably bad.
Yeah,
for
it's gonna ruin your breath all day.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Slamming.
stinky.
It's all gonna turn into smoke anyway for me anyway. So
That's right. You don't eat food. You eat rocks.
I eat rocks, but regular human food still does something. It's just not as good.
Oh.
It's not as tasty. It just tastes burnt.
Yeah,
Learn
it's just-
learn something new every day.
So what do you all want to do?
Guess we're heading for magic for the mindless.
Okay.
Or
I
did you
will-
want to do your thing first, Raskus?
We can tag along for that, but once we get there, I will be heading towards, I presume, the castle.
It shouldn't take too long, right? To get this
I have
magic
no-
item.
Oh, okay.
Done with the magic item. Yeah. We shouldn't
If the shop's still there.
separate, you know what I mean? That's a good point, if the shop is still open.
Yeah.
Well, let's go find out.
So you start walking a direction. You know magic
ask
for the
for
mindless.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying, you know magic for the mindless is a pretty hoity-toity location. So it's a good assumption to think that it's in the high-class district.
Hmm.
So you start making your way over there. You've probably passed maybe 20 people, but every time, none of them have made eye contact with you. None of them have even looked in your direction. A lot of them are like fidgeting, shaking, head kind of going any direction but looking at people as they just like meander around. No real sounds coming from them. They just seem to be in shock. Going to the higher end district, you hear a voice. It doesn't sound familiar, but it sounds like it's being projected. Day 3 of Badrel Calder being dead. We still have a new uprising in the Tansien family. It is fine. They are very great people, and we should all just be bowing down to them. Take my word with this, fellow citizens of Carleone. Good family, new to the castle. And they seem to move, and you hear the same thing repeated over and over again.
I'm imagining the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. He goes around his air horn and alerts everybody that Jack is dead.
Yeah. Yep.
The thing that I'm imagining is that this is the third day that he said the name of the family. So every day he gets cursed in the morning. I think that's...
You hear him say it multiple times as you continue walking through.
Oh, I thought it was like
he
a
said it multiple times, like within like a 10-minute span.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Folded.
at least we know what happens. What if we continue to get cursed? We know what happens.
Folded.
It just gets gone.
So if you want to try and find it, y'all can give me perception checks, investigation, survival.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Survival.
Okay, book girl.
At least 3, because the lowest of those has a +3 modifier.
Dirty 20.
15.
5.
God, it's been so long since I've rolled a nat 20.
What's it like?
Yeah, you all walk around, and Eleonora, off in the distance, you see a building that has that purple trim that you know is very specific to Magic for the Mindless from when you saw it in Coalfield. So you're like, that's probably where it is. And instead of going kind of like in the back and forth in the high district, you just start going straight up that hill, and you see a copy paste of the Coalfield Magic for the Mindless right here on like a cliff edge basically, but looks exactly the same as the one in Coalfield. Beautiful stone, purples everywhere with gold filigree. You enter in, looks very similar. You have a bunch of armor on the left side, a few potions. You see a couple spell scrolls on tables. There's a couple aisles where there's just a bunch of other like potions, poisons, components, all that stuff. At the very far end, you see the desk with a bell and a book.
Guess I'm gonna go ring the bell.
So it doesn't look looted at this place?
Nope.
Cool.
I imagine this place couldn't be looted.
They could certainly try.
Exactly.
The book just like grows arms and shit.
It's a mimic.
You ring the bell. Hello and welcome to Magic for the Mindless. How may I help you all today on a lovely, another gloomy day in this beautiful city?
I'm looking for a spell scroll for the comprehend language spell.
Oh, that's very simple. I can definitely get that for you in post haste, actually.
Thank you.
Ooh. Don't dilly-dally.
Are you making fun of my accent, Mr. Gnome?
Sorry. When I first heard you, it sounded like a smooth jazz radio talk host.
Well,
I don't know what that is.
Let's check.
it's like I just described this thing. Don't know if it's right though.
Yeah. It feels like what I said was right, though.
I
Yeah.
can't hear myself.
Raskus invented the jazz.
Canon. No.
But is there anything else that you're going to be needing?
Smooth jazz.
I can get you that comprehend languages spell scroll if that is what you require. It's a first level. I guess they would call it first level.
Yes,
What
that
a-
is what I need.
How complicated of a scroll can you make quickly?
For the lower levels, it could take up to like 2 hours or so. Once we get into the more complicated stuff, it could take me days or weeks. And it only gets exponentially more expensive the higher up you go.
Interesting. Just curious.
Curiosity definitely killed the cat. Good thing you're a gnome.
Yeah.
Is Brian, is that a jab at Tabaxi?
No, I-
sitting there
That
just
feels
like.
racially motivated. Is this book racist?
Insight check the book. No.
Sure, insight check, man. He's not racist. He doesn't know what a
He just-
tabaxi is.
He just has questionable views.
Correct.
I was gonna ask something. Should we just get the one, or should we get multiple just in case it fails for some reason?
That
Are any
I
of
don't-
you wizards to be able to cast the spell? It would definitely help if you were a wizard.
I'm a cleric.
And I'm a paladin.
Druid.
Spell casting abilities.
Yeah,
So
it should be
literally-
fine. You all are probably strong enough to be able to cast a first level ability.
Literally everything but that.
I just hope you are fortune's on your side if you're going to only get one.
How expensive is it?
Yeah.
Oh, for the first level, it would only be about 150 gold pieces. It's quite cheap.
All right, we'll get 3 of them.
Yes.
Gonna make it hail on this book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you buying 3?
I'll buy 3.
I'll pay for one.
Damn.
Well, I mean, we have. At least I have 1,100.
Yeah.
gold.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
pay. I'll
'cause
pay
that's
for one with you.
The thing.
I mean, I'm spending basically all the money that we got from the whatchamacallit Coliseum, but I mean, if it
I can buy
ensures,
one. Raskus, you can buy one, and Enos can buy one.
Yeah.
How about that?
we'll do
Yeah.
that. So how much was it
Minus
again? for one?
150.
150 per spell scroll.
Yeah.
150. So I guess we're getting 3.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That would take me a little bit longer, but it still will not take that much time.
We just want to have that security. I think that would be best.
Should we just return in a few hours then?
I'm already done the first one. If you just give me a couple more minutes.
Amazing.
Oh,
Yeah, you can see while he's like flipping through, there's a pen writing on like some of the last few pages.
As he's doing this, I want to look in my bag to go ahead and get the letter out. Not to look at it, but just to like get it to prepare it for.
yikes or Rooney.
You reach into the section of your backpack where you put it like a month ago and haven't touched it since. Not there. It's like a little bit of sand in there, but other than that, it's not there. Plus, sand's coarse and annoying, and it gets everywhere.
Guys, I don't have
Mm-mm-mm.
the letter. I swear I had it. I don't know what happened to it.
Do you need me to cast locate objects on something?
How
Oh.
far is it? I mean, I don't think I would have left it in the desert, but how far can it locate it?
Oh, about 1,000 feet. If it's
I don't think I've lost it since we got to the city, but I guess. Maybe we left it back in the inn or something. I just sure
Well-
about bucks.
While this is going on, I reach into my bag and try to find it because I didn't see it get taken. So I think that I might have it. So I'm like, oh, let me check.
oh shit! Did I take that?
No, fuck, not on me, not me.
Raskus, I guess I'd be like, Raskus, did I give it to you for some reason?
I didn't know. I don't remember who had it. This is
thought
for
I had
Raskus. Ian, maybe I just was double checking my stuff. I don't have it.
If you could give me a vague description, what language it was written in, stuff like that, what type of parchment would be helpful.
It would be an astral sea parchment, I believe.
He wrote it on regular paper.
Never mind. But it's in Yankee.
Interesting. Githyanki. Fun.
Hence the language.
And you just see a bunch of words kind of just float off of the pages of Matrium Esperis and just all just surround Enos. It appears I have found your item. It is approximately 1 foot away from me, Madam Eleonora. I don't know your name.
I just look at Enos and hold out my hand. The angriest look in my eyes.
Oh no, are Mom and Dad fighting? I don't want to be a part of this.
They do this quite a bit. It's okay.
Oh, do I need to call Child Protective Services? I have a very good connection with Badrel Calder, if you need me to call him.
Baldril Calder's dead.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy guy. Well, yes, he's been dead for hundreds of years. I don't know what your point is there.
Wait, what?
Huh?
No, but he's dead. Like, gone. Not ruling.
I didn't...
For a book, you really don't know a whole lot, do you?
I don't get out very much, surprisingly. The last of my knowledge was he was a vampire lord.
Huh?
I didn't know that he went on a trip. Maybe he went to Belmare, if he's not around.
Oh, he was undead, but now he's, like, not existing on this plane anymore. He's dead.
Well, that's interesting. I haven't gotten that news from Matrium Esperis. Wonder when that's going to arrive. Oh well.
Wait, I hold out my hand to Enos.
We're just blown by this? Is this new information? Am I missing out on something?
Information for me. Oh, what if the books, DM question. I don't know if Kai or any of us are smart enough to figure this out, though. If Matrium, if Matrium Esperis died, would all the books stop existing? Or, like, stop working?
You have no idea. They seem pretty, like, self-sufficient. They just get information from other places.
Okay.
Every single book has a teleportation circle in the back where they get information, items, everything.
So it's not a hive mind type deal.
Correct.
They'll just communicate with others to get... Okay.
And that's why they've had different accents. It's totally not because I can't remember what he sounded like.
Okay.
That changed the lore because you couldn't remember the accent.
Enos, do you give me the letter?
You're muted.
Muted.
What letter?
How long have I been muted?
A while.
A little bit.
No, I'm actively, genuinely ignoring you. Well, how long has he been a vampire lord? Had, I guess.
Handout asks a question. Well, it was... He had turned into a vampire lord, I believe around the time that the last Great War had ended. He was going a little bit down on his health. So the war ended about 150 years ago.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know why this is surprising news, that a human has been in charge of the human continent for 150 years without a name change.
Honestly, I'm not the brightest.
When you
I
say it
didn't
like
know.
that.
I'm not from around here.
Technically, I'm not from
None of
around
us
here
are.
either.
This is kind
Two of you are from
I'm
this
from the
continent.
forest. I'm from the forest.
Yeah.
I'm from, like, the other side of the continent, in the middle of fucking nowhere.
I know gnomes.
I'm
You've
from
also
Love.
met Julius Calder, Bodrell's great-great-grandson.
You didn't give us...
I did not put that. Yeah, no, wait, we did. Did we know that?
We knew he was, like, related to the
Yeah.
continent, but...
We just didn't know how.
Anyway, we're getting...
A very specific line I make sure I said in like extremely early episodes is, "Oh, don't worry, I'll get my great-great-granddad to send money over."
I remember that.
Oh,
Huh. I didn't catch that.
You were
So
new.
Cool.
is Julius... I wonder if Julius is a vampire too.
That was the whole Calder family dead?
They're about to be.
Okay. Is that a threat or a promise?
Both.
Um.
Oh.
Anyway, are you done with those spell scrolls?
It's so awkward.
I pull my dagger on Enos.
Oh fuck.
Here's the funny thing. When you do
Oh,
that,
no.
you reach for your dagger, it's also gone.
My dagger's gone?
Oh.
Where are the rest of my weapons? Do I have
You have everything
the rest
else. Your dagger's just missing.
of my adamantine dagger?
I guess so.
Can I have you cast another locate object?
I absolutely could. This is kind of slowing down the progress of writing the spell scrolls, but
I know.
you all are
but
very
it's,
amusing.
it's incredibly important that I have this dagger.
Okay. What does it look like?
Adamantine dagger.
Perfect. The words fly out. I do not sense it within my 1,000-foot range.
Oh shit.
I just had it. Oh my god. Enos, give me the spell scroll.
I don't think they're ready yet.
I meant the letter, sorry. Shut up, you know.
Where's the letter, Enos?
The shame I had to take that letter. What? Are we back?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, is that how we? What? Okay.
Yeah, that
where's
was my
that?
intro to the second half. I get to
Well,
I
that's
cut
good.
I
Let's
cut
go.
out my intro every time into the second half.
Cool.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
Okay. Are we waiting for the scrolls still? I'm assuming.
I am giving you the fucking death stare, Enos.
Have you even told us you lost your dagger?
I had him cast locate object.
All right.
He did say I haven't seen it in my 1,000-foot radius.
You lost your dagger too.
Mm. Yeah, it appears that a lot of things have been stolen from me.
And the third one is now done. Perfect. As you see him just rip 3 pages out of the back of him, and
Oh god.
3 spell scroll like cases get put on the table. They look like they're pretty cheaply made because these aren't very expensive spells. They roll up really nicely, just slot right in to the spell scroll cases. That will be 450 gold pieces unless you plan on buying more stuff.
I think that's
I
all
think-
we need.
I think we're good.
Yeah. I put 150 on the table.
I put another 150.
I put mine on there.
Perfect.
I'm not taking my eyes off Enos. I am
And
pissed.
I take the scroll.
Well, I hope you all have a very nice day. The Sunbringers, I believe, looking at the iconography on your haversack and my database of knowledge. Have a good day, Sunbringers.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
I walk out,
I'm following.
almost
I'm-
running out.
I stand back. I stay back.
I'm also staying back
I ain't getting near that.
in front of Raskus, so I'm within range if I need to cast Hold Person on both
You-
of them.
Are you guys like walking out and standing on the porch to watch and see?
More
Yeah, we kind of walk out, just like kicking some rocks, just like this guy's
We got
really
it.
blue
What's
today.
What's the
Still very
equivalent?
cloudy.
Oh shit!
I was gonna say, what's the D&D equivalent of like recording a fight that's about to happen? Ending stones.
Probably.
Anyway.
Yeah, you see the book of Matrium Esperus at the window, just watching you guys.
The book is like folded up and just like up against
Yeah.
the window.
What you guys doing?
What y'all doing?
Not the book of Steve.
I go after him.
I guess I stop at some point. I don't go that far.
I'm just gonna
I
throw up.
stood.
I'm so mad.
Ooh. I'm gonna let that slide. I'm not gonna do anything about it.
I'll take it.
Day 3 of Badrel Calder dying to the Tansien family. May our new overlords run well and live forever.
That's a 10 to hit.
I'm not moving. I'm not dodging it. I'm just taking the hit.
So you take 1 point of damage.
Cool.
Because I can't do a divine smite on an unarmed strike.
Yeah, you can. Any melee attack.
I can't.
Yeah.
Oh no, no,
you
you
can divine
wouldn't.
smite at 5th level. I'll allow it.
You would not.
Okay.
Are you? This is important.
Yeah, I'm pissed. I'm gonna do a divine smite, a 1st level.
2d8 radiant damage.
First level. It's first level.
Yeah, I'm letting it happen. I'm not gonna intervene.
It's just like, oh, that tickled.
2d8, right?
You hit me. Let me roll for Enos's neck strength.
Ooh, paralyzed again.
Dead.
I don't think she could even
2d8
reach my
first
neck, to be
level,
fair.
right?
How much damage?
It's 2d. I rolled 2d8 for each for a 1st level, right?
Correct.
That's 7 points of damage. I guess 8 total,
Yeah, 8
including my
total.
1 point.
Fair enough.
As you said, you punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a singe mark going down the side of your face now, Enos.
Still kind of disguised, so it can't really tell, but like...
Correct, but if you drop
Okay.
that disguise, you have a burn
Yeah.
along your face now.
So you definitely feel it.
Okay.
Because
was-
here's a little above board stuff here. Damaging your friends would kill most people.
That's funny.
That's
so
true.
you have to live with the results of what you would do if you killed someone else in a strike like that. Your divine energy is burning radiance. Enos now has a burn mark on his face.
Oh shit.
Is it gonna be like a scar?
He has disguised self on. We'll find out eventually, I guess.
So I don't see that it leaves a mark like that on him, do I?
Yeah, because like
Yeah,
if
but
you
it's-
just walked up to a random citizen and divine smited them, they would be dead.
Folded. Squash.
I do like the idea though that since Enos is disguised, she had to punch the air above him since he was a foot shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hit him right in the clavicle if you hit him in the face.
Okay, that was a little... Okay. It wasn't uncalled for, but...
You talked about me trusting you, and then you go and do this. What is wrong with you? You guys.
You have a point. Ugh.
I'm just a spectator. I'm enjoying this. I guess
We
I
don't
should.
know what-
I guess I should ask, which direction are you heading? Or are you just doing this right outside Magic for the Mindless in the open?
Oh,
We're close to the
I guess
cliff,
we're doing this
right?
right outside.
Yeah, like there's probably like 20 feet away before it starts to go into a pretty drastic, like downward slope.
I guess it was wherever Val, Val decided he wanted to go, because I would have just had her follow.
I only went about 20 feet past the door,
So middle of the street. Whoop-pow!
basically.
There are like 5-ish people in the general area, like within your vision.
I don't even care.
Yeah, they
I'm-
don't. They don't seem to either.
Eleanor, this is dangerous.
Give me the letter.
No.
I
This
can
could kill
heal
you.
myself.
No, this will kill you.
You don't know that.
Neither do you.
You can't take away my choices.
I'm just trying to look out for you. I'll
I
read
don't
it.
need you to look out for me.
I'll read it.
No,
Yes.
I can't trust you anymore. Give me the letter.
I can't do that.
Why? Why can't you? It is just a piece of paper.
I already told you one. This is going to kill you if you try to read it.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure.
What does it matter? You guys have resurrection. Oh no.
Do you
no,
guys have a
so-
diamond for Revivify?
We actually haven't even bought it.
No.
We don't.
I don't even have Revivify. I ain't got that shit prepared. But Eleonora
It's not
doesn't
even
know
prepared.
that. Keep going.
No, we don't. Anyway.
Wow, you have two main healers and neither of them did it.
That is embarrassing for us.
Neither of you have Revivify ready?
I ain't got the funds.
I just
Yeah,
I
but we
just
don't have
dropped
the
the
money, okay.
biggest enemy in the game, and you go, we don't need it.
I no. Because we didn't have the funds for so long, but now we do at least.
Just
should have bought a
spent
diamond in
buying
there,
a
actually.
scroll. I ain't got enough money for a diamond.
Oh, that means that's me. After seeing all this happen, I'm gonna just slowly walk into Matri of Espers after Eleanor says, "I need that. One of us could die or whatever." For a diamond, for Revivify, it's what? It's like
It's 300, right?
it's 300.
It's either 50 or 300, which is a huge difference.
Yeah, it is 300.
I was like, I'm pretty sure it's 300 because
50's
for
cheap.
like the big permanent one, it's 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll drop 300 and get a diamond on me. Because I always have Revivify because of my subclass.
Oh, well, it's good to see you all once more. Here you go. Here's a 300 gold piece diamond. If you need it to be atomized into dust, I could also do that for you at measly costs.
I think the diamond is just fine.
Perfect.
Would you happen to have another one by chance?
Oh, you're here too.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, perfect. More money for me. We would have more, but we tend to keep our stock for the several temples that stay around and the clinical center as well. They tend to take a lot of the diamonds that we produce. Between me and laced with gems, they tend to take a lot of our diamonds.
I see.
But I do have another 300 gold piece one. We always have a good stock of like 4 or 5 of them.
And above table, those are for Revivify, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Fuck it. I'll buy one.
Oh, you all are just rolling in money. You all are very
Not
lovely.
anymore. Not anymore.
You are just very lovely to have in this high-end district. You probably live really close by, and I've just never met you before.
Yes.
Perfect.
We're doing this. Enos is gonna refuse to give me the letter. I'm gonna put my hand on Ethereal. Enos, do not make me do this. You were going to give me that letter.
I'm not gonna give it to you. You gotta do what you have to do.
Enos, in the back of your head, you hear what sounds like popcorn being eaten.
I fucking hate you.
You're a different kind. You're something crazy. You're something crazy. Hell no.
Isn't this just getting juicy?
Dude.
Glad I woke up for this. It's not like you can
Why do
even
we-
hit her, Enos. You weak bitch.
That is true.
That's really awkward.
That's true.
I'm just gonna draw my blade and point it at Enos. Pretty far away, so it's not touching him, but definitely point it at him. Why can't you just let me make my own decisions about this? I don't like being controlled.
I'm not trying to control you. I'm just trying to keep you
I'm
safe.
doing my choices to help the people I care about.
We can still do that. You don't need to put yourself in harm's way every time. There's more of us here. Any one of us can read this. Raskus, Kai, me. Why does it have to be you?
Because I'm already the furthest gone.
Exactly. You don't know how much farther till what happened to Dylan happens to you. I'm not going to take that risk.
But you guys are okay right now. We can't afford to have someone else go farther down this path of insanity.
one way or another, we're going to go further. Because we need to deal with this. It's just making sure that none of us make it too far. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Give it to me.
No.
Do not make me stab you, Enos.
You'll do what you have to. And I will do what I have to.
Enos, if you need any allies right now, I can send a couple.
I ignore it completely.
You know, fair, very fair.
And you can either let me read this, and we can move on. Or
We burn it.
I could burn the letter. I was actually thinking about doing that. Why?
And with the locate objects, would I know where on Enos the letter is?
Yeah, wherever he put it.
Where'd you put it, Val?
Probably in my bag.
I am going to drop my blade and kick off, unfurling my wings. And I'm just gonna swoop down and try to rip the bag off his shoulders and fly off.
You send out your wings. They flap and you see the feathers fall off, very similar to the way you did before. You get no air. You let out a pretty hefty scream, but no flight is taken.
You want to talk about that?
I still reach for the bag, even though I don't take off.
I need initiative.
Can we roll initiative too? Because I might act if depending
You all
on...
are buying diamonds right now. Well, if we get to round 3, then you can roll initiative.
Okay, because I'm holding on to that second level hold person.
I rolled a 22.
I thought I rolled well. Fuck that. I rolled a 15.
Don't you have advantage? Are you level 7 barbarian or no?
No, I went into the next level into fighter. Level 6 barbarian, level 2
yeah,
fighter.
I was like, you guys aren't level 9 yet. That's right.
Yeah.
I have so many different levels in my brain.
Yeah.
So, Eleonora, you kick off and you're able to grab hold of the bag on your turn.
And I get it off of him.
You have hold of it. Granted, he's behind an illusion.
I'm gonna try to pull it off of him.
Okay. We're going to need contested athletics checks. Unless you can figure out a way to word it so it's in a more preferable...
What are my stats?
Oh, I need the combat music.
It's all the same for me for all of my checks, so... Actually, with the momentum of already having jumped up to try to, like, assuming I was gonna fly, could I brace my legs, like, against his, I guess kind of jumping up and using my legs to push off of him to, like, pull the bag off?
Okay.
So it's more of, like, basically more of an acrobatic check.
Flipping off of him, basically,
Well,
pulling the bag.
Because I believe Enos's bag is a satchel. It's not a backpack.
Yeah,
correct?
it would just be something that was, like, on his arm. So I was just gonna try to get it to where I could, like, flick it off really easily, especially even if you had it, like, over his body.
Okay. Because I do believe it was a satchel. I think that's true. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Val.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can try and, like, kick up off of him, grab his shoulder, and try and rip it over his head and try and roll off with acrobatics.
Because what kind of check would he have to do instead?
It's still athletics to try and grab onto it.
I was gonna try to make it something that he probably wasn't as good at, but...
I'm good at everything.
Gives you a better chance.
I rolled a 24. Plus 7.
I got
I have like.
a 14.
Yeah, so you get onto his shoulder, you're able to grab it, but he immediately grabs onto the main satchel piece that goes across his chest, and it just yanks. It kind of gives you a little bit of rug burn along your neck, Enos, but you know that it's still locked in place where it's supposed to be. Anything else, Eleonora?
So that was my action, right?
Mm-hmm. That's considered like a grapple check, and you have 2 attacks, so you could try again if you wanted to try and go a different direction with it.
Since I'm already on him, would I be able to do it at advantage?
Probably not with the last roll. You still have these fairly skeletal wings out.
Ooh.
Brian knows what I did.
Oh no. I have a feeling I know what you did too.
Oh wow.
I think I did too, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, you've watched Campaign too. You know what's up.
Yeah, I know what's up.
Oh, this is hype.
I guess I'm gonna... With my position now, because I'm kind of on top of him, all I would have to do is push up with my wings and just lift.
You have no lift. You have
Oh.
your
but I
wings give no fly speed anymore.
Then I don't know what else I could do with them. I guess I'm just gonna try to... I don't know what you were hinting at, Monty.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just try to do another, like,
Yeah.
check to wrench
You
it
kind
away.
of like try and roll off his shoulder to try and pull backwards to try and knock him down. If you want to try and do that, just pull the bag.
Yeah, I guess just knock him off his feet.
Yeah.
Or, like, make him lose his balance.
Give me another acrobatics versus athletics.
$22.
21.
Damn.
That was close.
So you pull Eleanor. You do get it to go around his neck. His hand loosens up because it slides right through his hand. Goes around his neck, but his just stature and size keeps it so he can stay vertical. You go back and you're basically like about to go underneath him pendulum style. Enos, it is your turn.
What round is this, DM?
This is still round 1.
Oh god, okay.
I'll turn to look at her. Look at that. Do you want to talk about that? Look at your wings. You still think that you can do this? That you're not far away, like far long enough? And I'll take off the mask so that I'm the hat. The hat of disguise, so that I'm looking direct, like I'm looking at her. And I'll rage, and that's it.
Okay. Eleonora.
So now I see the burn mark on his face.
Yeah, you can see the burn mark along his jawline where you punched him in the face. It's not severe, but
definitely
it'll stay for probably like a week or so.
So at this point, am I back on my feet, like not on him?
Like you still have hold of the bag, but it's just like around his neck, and you're like underneath him kind of at the moment.
Gotcha. I didn't take my bonus action last round. It's fine.
Yeah, I didn't know what you were gonna be able to do with it.
I have my dagger.
If you wanted to attack him, then yeah.
I'm gonna... God. Because if I attack him, then I'm gonna be in a lot of trouble as far as my alignment goes. Except I'm trying to protect him. I'm gonna take my dagger and stab him in the bicep to get him to let go.
Okay. Go for it. Roll an attack.
I'm so sorry, Val. um, the first one's an 11 to hit, so that will not hit, but I am going to try again. Unless he just takes it, but I assume he does not.
Not anymore. Not this time.
Oops.
Stab me once, shame on me.
That one's going to be a 24 to hit.
I think that it's.
That's just a D4. Shuffles. That's 6 damage. Yeah.
That's piercing, right?
Yes.
I won't. Oh no, I won't do a divine smite because now I see what happened with the last one.
Because I did say I'd rage, so just like 3.
I have to read something really quick. Since you have your wings out, you also deal an additional 8 points of damage.
There's no how much?
8, because it's the level.
Wait, is that part of my radiant soul?
I believe so.
Oh my god, it is. It is radiant damage.
That's radiant damage, so just 8. Okay, cool.
So radiant for him doesn't get halved.
No, he's not. He's on a bear totem. He only has slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning.
Yeah.
So does this one also leave like a burn mark with the stab?
This was also you didn't aim for his face, so you didn't hit the important parts.
Okay. So I guess that was my full action. I don't think I could do another like attempt to pull it with my bonus, could I?
You can make another attack against the bag if you wanted to.
I used both attacks because I missed the first one.
Yeah, but you still have your bonus action attack.
Oh, could I use my dagger to try to slice the I can't even think of what it's called.
The strap.
Yeah, the strap of it.
Yeah, go for it.
That's a 15 for the bag.
Yeah, give me some damage. You don't add the radiant damage this time.
That's 6.
Straight through.
So I have it now.
Yep. You have the bag in your hands.
And I guess since I'm holding on to that, I fall to the ground.
Probably, yeah.
I'm not hanging on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Use my movement to run.
Go for it. If you want to take an attack of opportunity, you can.
Can I try to grapple her as an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity?
Absolutely.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
So
I'm gonna do
athletics
that.
versus acrobatics again. Val, it's just a straight roll.
True, my bad. I'd roll 2. Do I take the lower or do I just roll again?
Just roll again.
Okay. $17. I didn't roll that well.
I got an 18.
Yeah, so you reach out, but she just rolls perfectly away from you. And is 30 feet away.
Okay. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay.
Which you have a much higher speed than her, so a funny feeling.
Yes. I'll just run after her, and I'll take the bag.
Okay. You sprint up as she's running, but your size and stature, you just can push off a lot faster. Give me a perception check, Enos.
Oh no. 15.
You start to notice kind of like the stones you're running on, the area around Eleonora starts to like have this blackish ichor starting to like bubble up from the ground underneath her.
Cool.
That is all.
It's definitely something we need to talk about. Yeah, I'm gonna take the bag.
I am not gonna willingly let it go. So, contested again.
Yep.
Is this still at just a straight roll?
Now it'd be at advantage.
Okay, cool. Because the first one was an attack, I got that. Cool. Damn, I stopped rolling well. 18.
20.
Yeah, she just does a quick little spin. You drag your feet a little bit far past, and you have to run back up towards her. And you start to notice black liquid coming from her eyes.
Doing it again. So I can do it twice, right?
Yep.
Do I notice this?
No.
Do I notice what's happening to me?
You just find it weird that you can't fly right now.
Okay. Yeah, that one's gonna. That's a 20, 26.
Oh, was this we were rolling
Yeah.
another one?
Yep.
There's no way I can
For
possibly
you to
do
try
it.
and Toro around. You could roll a natural 20.
Ain't no way.
I rolled a 2.
Hold on, let me try and add that 0. Didn't. Can't do that. So you do that little spin as Eleonora, your left eye just gets completely blacked over by something, and you're taken aback by it as Enos charges and grabs the bag out of your hand once more. And it is now round 3. I need initiatives from the other two as they walk out of the building and notice
I was
that you guys are
actually
gone.
gonna use my last 10 feet to run away,
Yeah,
and then my second wind to dash farther away.
that's incorrect.
Can I do that?
Second
or
wind
no?
is a healing ability.
No, sorry. My
Action
fucking
surge.
what's it called? Action surge.
Yeah.
Action surge to run farther away.
You can make it. You can either go all the way back to Magic for the Mindless, or just book it deep into the city.
I'm going back,
Okay.
but I'm just making sure that I'm staying 40, 50 feet away from her.
Yeah. So Kai and Raskus, you have just purchased your diamonds. You walk out the front door and you see Enos just full sprinting at you. Rage, blood. You can see the burn mark across his face, and you can see behind him these skeletal wings a little bit farther down.
For initiative, I got a 14.
Okay.
Do we have to go into initiative?
Eh.
I want to roll it just in case if I have to act.
Alright, fine.
Because depending on how bad this gets.
That's a nat 1, so 2.
So I believe you guys go after both of them.
So it's my turn
Yeah,
then?
Eleonora, it's back to you. You're 50 feet away, and you can see the other two just walking out of Magic for the Mindless.
So I can no longer see out of my left eye.
For like that quick second, you couldn't see out of your left eye, but then you rub it out of the way as Enos takes the bag and you spin back around. You can see everything again.
If I rub my eye and I pull my hand away, would I see the black
Yeah,
on
you
my
just
hand?
see black running down your hand.
I'm gonna stop and kind of brush under my eyes and look at my hands again.
Black, liquidy, similar, tactile to blood, but you don't feel like you're losing blood.
I'm terrified by this. And I guess I would have known that I couldn't fly, but I'm gonna turn and look at my wings because I don't think I would have noticed. I just would have known I couldn't fly. So I see that they're just
Yeah, you see
skeleton.
sparsely feathered, nowhere close to fly condition, but skeletal otherwise. There's some patches of feathers, but not the same.
Can I look down at my amulet and see if it's
It seems intact.
Meh.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna stop, not run after him,
Okay.
just in shock. So I give up my turn.
Okay. And if there's no more threats, then we're out of initiative.
Oof. I'm happy this stopped.
So, what are you all doing?
I'm immediately after.
Fireball.
No, funny enough, if it got bad, at Wall of Fire is also on my spell list. So I walk out. Can I see like the blood like leaking from Eleonora?
Yeah, you have a good passive perception. You can kind of see like a black ichor running from down her eyes, and you can see it starting to like spill out of the side of her mouth.
Eleanor, what's happening to you?
Oh no.
Whatever this is gotten way. This is so out of hand.
I'm scared.
Would
We
I be
all-
able? Go ahead.
Say we all are. Whatever this is, we're putting it to rest now. Let's just go back to the inn. Both of you.
Kai, as you say that, you hear echoes. Go back to the inn. Go, go, go.
Oh.
Because you were not very quiet.
Would I be able to tell what's going on with Eleonora? Would I have any?
Give me a religion check.
Oh God.
It's going to be a lower DC because you have done research into this between the group.
Fuck, that's a 4.
You know she's some kind of angel. Sometimes things can go wrong. You're trying to draw on memory that you're not really sure you have.
That's not good. I think she fucked up her soup. I just hear Kai say that, and I start making my way back towards the. I don't even do. I just don't do anything. I just walk.
So we head him back.
We're heading back. I'm constantly looking over my shoulder after hearing. Did I hear the weird distorted stuff after?
Yeah, you all did.
Okay. I'm going to. So withholding a spell, the spell slot gets consumed if nothing happens, right?
In typical combat, yeah, this has come up twice today. I'm like, if we're not in a combat stress scenario, I think it'll be fine.
Okay.
It's just you being mentally prepared for something.
Okay. If anything starts chasing us, I'm gonna cast Wall of Fire behind us.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna trail kind of behind the group. When I guess Radiant Soul ends, or I finally just pull back my wings, does the bleeding stop?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like numbly follow behind.
I want to make sure I'm in the back, the very back.
Sure.
I don't like how you said that.
Yeah, because somehow I got a text message even though I have Do Not Disturb on, and it vibrated.
Oh,
so that like blew my mind.
I thought that was something that's happening. I was like, oh god,
Yeah.
I placed myself in the wrong. This is the wrong spot to be.
Yeah. So you guys start heading back towards the inn. Raskus is gone.
Ugh. I'm gonna wild shape into a panther so I can get his smell.
Okay. Give me a perception check with advantage. Raskus, give me a stealth check with advantage.
We all notice he's gone?
I'd say so.
Yes, baby.
It just takes you a little bit, but then you do notice.
I'm adding what perception to this? My own?
Oh, Panthers.
Okay.
Oh no, it is your own. It is your own because,
Oh, then even
because of
better.
wild shape.
18 plus 7. I'm on a hunt.
16.
Yeah. Heading back towards kind of like the center of this high-class district to then be able to wrap back around, you get the scent coming towards the castle.
I guess how I wanted to do that is I'm yelling at both of them to get back to the inn, turn into a panther, and I run in that direction.
Okay. Boy, oh boy. Panthers are fast. So.
Someone is about to get clawed out.
Fuck. This is... There's so much going on right now. Eleanor and Enos, what are you doing? No, it's fine. I love it.
I'm just walking back, not paying attention to anything. Just mind racing about why, like, what happened. Keeping a distance from Enos, but still eyeing the bag.
Okay.
We noticed that did we notice that they left?
I think a panther going and then sprinting off would have been a pretty good sign of a flaming panther, not a regular panther.
Yeah, say
a flaming panther.
Lava panther.
Smoke panther.
Well, fuck. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna put the hat of disguise back on.
Okay.
Same disguise. And I turn towards Eleonora, still keeping my distance. We should probably go after them. I don't think we should be separated in the city.
I don't want to be around them if I'm gonna be a liability. I don't know what the fuck that was.
I don't think you're a liability. You seem to be in control.
I'm sorry. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
And I'm gonna kind of slowly approach and like just really lightly touch his cheek and do I'll do a healing hand, so that's 8 points of healing.
As you're doing that, you hear Day 3 of King Badrel Calder being dead. The Tansien family are now in control. Great people, you all should love them. Same dude, same bloke, just chilling.
Good for him.
So Raskus, where are you going?
I am heading towards, I presume, the castle.
Okay. You like full sprinting while invisible?
Yes.
Okay. You're able to get just before the main gates into the castle district. It looks very similar to how the gates to the city kind of looked, but a lot more of those stationary guards, frozen guards. Same armor types. These are a lot like shinier and everything. Pockets empty, no weapons. Give me a perception or survival check.
Okay. They're the same. Perception of 23.
There has been so much foot traffic going this direction.
Hmm.
And you can tell it's been within the last few days.
Okay.
As you start to get closer, you hear of a giant flaming panther showing up behind you, even though you are still invisible.
Hey, buddy. Oh, wait, is there anybody around? Or am I like, are we like
There's
trying to
like
solve
a
this
couple people, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to be like near the guards when this happens.
Okay.
So I imagine I was kind of like peeking to like get like an idea.
Yeah, like you could have just been peeking from like an alleyway and you just hear that coming from behind you.
Okay, yeah, I don't want guards seeing a flame panther.
Oh wait, I'm in the same area as him?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
At
right
this
in
point-
front of me.
Okay.
I'm invisible, but you know I'm there because of my scent.
Is there? I'm gonna say we're out in the open. Like there is no alleyway at this point.
No, like you guys are kind of in an alleyway right in front of the main gate to the castle district.
Okay, but while we're in that alleyway, you can't talk as an animal. Okay. I smell Raskus. I'm gonna just instinctually bite on the shoulder, like shoulder on the like scuff of his collar, and start trying to take him back towards everyone else.
Raskus, do you do anything?
That's a good question.
Misty Step, Fireball, 7th level teleport. What are you doing?
I wish. I'll as he does that, I pull out my my dagger of paralysis and I just cut the cloth that's being bit.
Okay. Where are you going?
And I stand there and I look at him and I say, I'll walk by myself.
I'm still following.
That's fine. I just don't want to be carried. It feels weird like that.
It's degrading.
Yeah. I'd rather Enos cradle me like a baby than be carried like a baby.
Or get thrown like a football.
Yeah.
So you all meet up once more. And you guys head back to the perfect crab. Nothing really seems to get in your way. You enter back in. Behind the bar, you just see a guy with a crossbow.
What's your name? Pleasure to meet you. And I'll keep walking up. I just want to say hi.
I'll toss him 2 gold.
Ew.
And like brings it back behind the counter because he's like eye level with the counter, so he has to reach up to grab stuff.
And why is his arm still moist?
Ew.
He's actually just an octopus.
He's part trident.
I knew it.
I just got the vision of him being Octodad.
It makes sense, just with a bucket strapped to his head.
I got a different view because I'm like recently rewatching Assassination Classroom, so that's my first. Yeah.
Yeah, so you all make it back into your room that you were in before, unless you wanted to go to a different one.
No.
Are we? I guess we're all in the same room.
Yeah. There seems to be 9 rooms. If you want to go to a different one, you can.
I want to go to a different room.
Okay.
Fair.
What are you all doing?
Like, we're all in the same room and she's trying to leave?
I guess.
No, I would have gotten back before you guys because Enos and I
You're
were
right.
going in.
No 2nd level whole person though.
Okay. Fuck.
I'll go into the first room.
As soon as she leaves or goes to the other room, I'll take out the letter.
Okay.
I'm assuming everyone is here, right?
They show
they're
up
not
a
here
couple
yet?
minutes later.
Okay.
Do you wait? Or do you read
I don't
the
know if it's
Yankee?
gonna work. I don't know if it's gonna work.
You're
I'll
not a-
look at it first if I understand it.
You look at the letter. What the fuck does this say? You can't read
Make
it.
sure to say the names as many times as possible.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna. I'll open the spell scroll, just look at it to see if I can even understand it.
Yeah. There's like an instructions guide up at the top. Very helpful. It's basically just like you read the scroll, and if your body is able to will it to happen, it will be able to. Above board, what that means is to cast a spell like this, or a spell scroll, I guess I should say, the DC is 10 plus the level of the spell, and you add your spellcasting modifier. For a barbarian, that's kind of hard to do.
It's a zip.
With a spell scroll,
Ow.
how long does it last?
They're
Once
all
you-
one-time use, but the
Like how
spell lasts
long?
for an hour, I believe.
I would imagine it's the duration of whatever the spell
Yeah.
it's imbued with.
Well, fuck it, I bought it. I'm gonna try and read this letter.
Okay. You read the magic words that are said. Since you've taken 2 levels in Fighter, their spellcasting ability modifier is intelligence, so give me an intelligence check.
Oh,
It's DC 11.
God. Oh God.
Oh God.
Come on,
Let's see
Big
if this is
Brain.
the biggest waste of 150 gold.
Come on.
Please
Roll
roll a
it.
natural one. I want to see a 0, baby. Let's go.
That'd be really funny.
That's an 11 exactly.
Damn.
So you
Damn.
No.
so you read. Is this before or after Raskus and Kai show up?
I don't. If
I'm assuming this is
Oh.
before because they would have stopped you.
This is
Probably.
right
no.
before.
Okay. You read through it. Go. I don't feel any as you're able to read a lot of different stuff because your intelligence is not great, reading's not your specialty. But even just looking at the spell scroll, the words seem to make more sense. They seem to be written in a better writing style for you to mentally read. Your eyes, you can feel the power coming from your eyes, and for an hour you can read any written language.
and it's just pictures.
I'm reading this letter.
It's just pictures. I love to hear that. Make me
Yeah.
a wisdom saving throw, Enos.
Of
Oh.
course.
What do you
This
have
is
to
gonna
that?
go well.
It's a
do you have?
0.
Oh.
Nothing.
This is not a negative.
Is that a 16 or an 18? Is that a 6 or an 8? That's an 8. That's an 18.
Yeah. You start reading through. This is like the first main paragraph you can read through. There's three paragraphs. It was very interesting meeting him for the first time. I don't know of the relations after what he had done to Tunarath, but I do know him before. He was not a very bad man, by any means. He was inquisitive, powerful. Shape-shifting is a thing that we haven't gotten very used to as Githyanki. And he didn't have a language when we first met him. He introduced himself as Godus. Those were his first words. Interesting man. The last thing he ever said to me was very beautiful. I was his first friend. And that's kind of like the end of the first paragraph. Do you want to push for the second one?
Yeah.
It's a higher DC.
A cute little love letter.
Okay.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Not as good. Mm-mm. Yeah. That's a 9.
Oof.
No.
You read it. We'll see how much you retain after the fact. When we had first met him, and it was very interesting to see it before that wasn't aggressive in the Astral Sea. He became very science. In Tunarath, there was a lot of stuff that we had from other planes of existence, and that he enjoyed many of the things that we brought from other planes. We never had been to this one that you all live in now. And that's the information you can kind of get from this section. Thinking back on it, there's information that just seems to blur. Even though this lasts for an hour, there's just sections of it that blur. It seems the important parts are getting blurrier and blurrier.
Okay.
There's one paragraph left.
You can still read it.
Yes. that second paragraph just seems a little bit blurred to you.
Have Raskus and Kai walked in at this point?
They've, I'd say probably at this point, yeah. Raskus and Kai, you see Enos scrolling through this letter. You can see him twitching, fidgeting, while trying to read it.
Enos, do you want me to stop you, or do you want to keep going?
No, I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
I slammed the door. I mean, I not slammed the door. I closed the door behind me. Not slam.
I'll just stand and watch.
It's just kind of hard to read, hard to remember. I don't know if you guys could help me out in some way, but I should finish reading this.
Oh, I don't know if it works for saving throws. DM, check me on this.
Guidance does not.
No, I'm not. I wasn't. Enhanceability.
Interesting. I don't know if it does. That's something that we'll have to look up.
I think
If I was around, I could increase your save by 3 points.
Goodbye.
Enhanceability. It's just constant. It's just a check. It doesn't say saving throw. It's just whatever you give them, it's advantage on that check.
So saving throw isn't the same as a check, right?
It's just checks. Yeah. No, it doesn't do anything else.
Damn. Never mind, dog. You're by yourself on this one. Should I try?
That's crazy.
All right.
Yeah, if you guys had resistance, the cantrip, that would help for saving throws, but that's a cantrip no one takes.
Yeah.
That's awkward.
Okay, Enos, you pushing for the third and final one?
I guess so. Here we go.
Didn't mean to do that.
Single digits.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh!
Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way.
Take a picture. Take a picture.
Say psych right now.
No,
His
I'm
hands are
serious.
His hands are above the table. No fiddling. No shenanigans. This is a shenanigans-free zone. Except for the first part of the session.
Yeah.
Those are a lot of shenanigans going on.
There's a
today
lot
by
of
everyone.
tomfoolery going around.
Let's see that. Let's hear that natural 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
The DC was 18.
Hey, at least there's a little wiggle room.
That's crazy.
Yeah, still hasn't gone through for me, but that's fine.
Oh, it's in the player chat. I put it in the Discord.
God damn it!
My bad.
I don't check that.
I see it. I see
I
it.
do
It's
as well.
confirmed.
I have my phone open and everything.
Those are pretty dice.
Your dice.
Thank you. It is pretty.
Third paragraph. Words have never made more sense to you. You can feel the raking of your mind just trying to read this, but you have been able to push through whatever is happening to you. You can now check your next tier of insanity. You have it unlocked on Roll20. As I read to you. Read to you. That's a funny joke. I'm going to bullshit whatever is the third paragraph. It wasn't until she showed up. Some of our dragon riders were flying throughout the astral sea, and they just found a limp woman. Beautiful in nature, very elven, but not of any elves we've really seen before. We found out that she was from the Feywild and had something wrong with her. Our researchers did a lot of looking into it, but they had to go to solitary confinement after too much time next to her. And I wasn't there for when the two met. but I know that must have been what happened. We did get her name eventually. Helena Tansien. We had no idea what to expect. So, when the two of them got together, that was the end of Tunarath. The city exploded between Fey and astral magics, none of which we have ever seen before. I've heard Sizala talk about the phenomenon of love at first sight. And apparently that is one of the strongest things to ever be able to happen when you have that much power on your side. I wish you all luck if you ever... That's the end of the letter.
Oh.
Ugh.
I
R.I.P.
immediately, I don't know if I'm going to forget, immediately tell them everything that I've read up to this point.
Okay. Including saying the names?
No.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna go with that family.
And like that woman and that man.
That woman, that man.
Okay.
But that is the Dellen letter.
If that's everything that's on it, I burn the letter after that. If no one stops me. I will grab the letter and then the hammer and light the hammer. And then just, if nobody stops me, I'm burning the letter.
I'm not
I just-
stopping you.
I just stand there.
The letter from lead interrogator Dellen, Godus's first friend, has been burned. The last
Okay.
writing of the Githyanki race.
Oh, fuck.
That's not true. There's other Githyanki. I'm just
Oh, I
fucking
was
with
gonna say, damn.
you. The last written document by anyone from Tunarath has been burned. And that is where we will end tonight's session. So it seems like a good place, and I'm exhausted. That was a crazy one, y'all. A lot of lore, a lot of interesting back and forth with people. So all I can say to you all is thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And we will see you next week to figure out what the Sunbringers are going to do next in Carleone. Bye-bye.
Bye.